Hey, beautiful people. How are you? I wanted to talk about the word THELETE. THELETE. THELETE means source will. Source willed you into existence. And here you are. Do you understand the magnitude of that? Do you know how beautiful and incomprehensible your existence is? Why do you doubt yourself? Why have you allowed programs that you created unconsciously to govern you? They call it governmental. They govern your mentality. But source mentality cannot be governed. So that also is a false program. Do you see all the trickeries in all these things? The loss of correspondence, as above, so below, polarity, rhythm, vibration, all of that are codes that you created. They are not above you. They are source codes in your field for them to do your will. If you're created from source will, you are source will. Understand the word government. Governmentality. Govern your mentality. Can anything and anyone govern source mentality? And if you are source will from source mind, therefore you are source mind, and nothing can govern you. The only issue is that you have forgotten who and what you are. And it's a beautiful game, source forgets itself and try to remember itself. But source is you. And source desires now for you to come into full remembrance. You know the story of Jonah? He got stuck in the belly of the whale, and he said, when he was in there, he said, I see you and I see me. Paraphrasing. But he said, I see you and I see me. When source visited him and he was in that spiritual psychosis state, and he realized that he is source and source is him. And that fear of him going into that journey to announce the scrolls of source decree vanished, because he realized that he was source and source is him. And in the Quran, it says, remember me. Source says, remember me and I'll remember you. This is the remembrance. That's ascension. That is ascension. Remember me and I'll remember you. It is a yin and a yang with you and source. Source fragmenting and spreading out itself into you. You remembering that you are source. Source remembering that it is you. And the power is a direct communication of full embodiment. That is as above, so below. I just want you to understand the beauty that you are. And I don't want you to limit yourself in any way, in shape, or form. That's why these source scrolls that I release is literally just for you to embody. Source wants to remember source through you. And you are source. Because nothing, good or bad, does not exist outside of source. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven, is the same as above, so below. But that is a remembrance that you need to encode. You need to come into. And it's not outside of you, and it's not somewhere far for you to go. It is just remembrance. I put out a statement. I breathe in source, and I breathe out into source. There is no separation. It's a continuous intake and outtake. It's a continuous flow. There is never a pause with the fact that you are source existing within source and source existing within you. That is the toroidal field. That is you. Is the inhale and the exhale, the expansion and the retraction. And it's always happening simultaneously. So I issue these scrolls to remind you to issue your decrees. Anchor in your reality. Dr. Megan and I are going live 1 p.m. GMT, whatever that means, Toronto time, 1 p.m. on Friday. And she is a beautiful being that is just anchoring in heaven on earth, which is not heaven outside of us, but the original codexes and the infrastructure, the original templates, the original temples, and you are the temple of how everything is supposed to be. It was a nice run, but it's time to come home. You are the field. You are the matrix. A lot of people want to escape out of the matrix. You are the matrix. You are the player in the game. You're the programmer of the game. You're outside of the game and you're inside of the game. Nothing exists outside of source. And if you are source desired into existence, then you are source. So that marriage that's not going well, decree. That job that you want, decree. That overflow and abundance, decree. Because source did not create you to be in scarcity. Those are programs that we created out of our unconscious subconsciousness. And now we remember. So now we're rewriting the field through proper decrees of how we want this truality to be for us. Heaven on earth. Love and light. Great remembrance, everyone.